All right. It's 12:12. The 12:12 gateway is open. We have a beautiful Merkaba being created today by a grand air trine and a grand water trine. All the planets are activated essentially in one form or another in the chart for the day. This energy is powerful. It is palpable. We are moving into a brand new paradigm. The timeline split, this next evolution of it anyway, is upon us. And I want to pull some cards and just see what messages want to come through for the collective today. Jupiter in the fourth house, Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter is part of the grand water trine that makes up one half, I guess you could say, of this gorgeous Merkaba that I was talking about in the chart in the sign of Cancer. So I love that Jupiter in Cancer is our first card out here. We talked in other videos about how Jupiter in Cancer is expanding the light body. It's expanding us to hold more. It's expanding our comfort zone and our emotional capacity. There's a lot of beautiful stuff going on with that. We have Venus in the second house in Taurus here. We have Uranus in the 12th or in Pisces. And we have Neptune in the 8th house. So a lot of mystical energy here. A lot of beautiful concrete energy with Venus in the second. So this is material possessions. This is our material world. This is abundance coming in. This is major psychic activation with Uranus in the 12th and Neptune in the 8th. All right, tapping into ancestral healing, tapping into past lives, really delving the depths of the unconscious right now. I'm feeling unconscious dreams manifesting, unconscious desires becoming apparent, manifesting as well. There's just a lot of beautiful, powerful energy here. A lot of blessings coming in around the home and the family, as well as the finances for this reading today. And I'm feeling this energy with the 12th and the 8th house here and the 4th house. So we've got all three houses of the soul. This is known as the Trinity of the soul when we're talking astrology. These three houses within the chart, the water houses. So this is incredibly powerful to have all three of these in a reading. This is major soul healing, like we said, manifesting of soul gifts, soul abilities, past life gifts. I'm feeling like blessings from past lives, gifts that you've cultivated, missions, passions that you've carried with you through lifetimes that are going to be coming to fruition here as we move into this next cycle. And this is what this reading is starting to feel like, is like reading for the next cycle that we're moving into. We have Mars in the 3rd in Gemini and Venus in the 4th. So a lot of Venusian energy here, a lot of 4th house energy. Like we said, home, family. This could be moving for some. This could be home renovations. This could be changes in the family life, in the family structure, moving through here, coming through here. I'm also just sensing this energy of like things happening behind the scenes. And what I mean by that is like things are coming together. The people that you need to connect with, the opportunities, the inspirations, pay a lot of attention to the inspired ideas that you are receiving right now. But there's like forces working behind the scenes. That's what this Uranus in the 12th house energy is representing here. To bring forth your highest, most organic timeline, to bring forth, like we said, the connections, the opportunities that you need in order to thrive, that you are going to be presented with in this next phase of your journey. There's this energy around healing too, healing emotional wounds, healing wounds around intimacy, wounds around connection, wounds around receiving, even with that Venus energy. There's a strong energy of attraction. So those of you finding this reading, your energy is very attractive. It's very magnetic right now. So capitalize on that. Play into that. Don't fall victim to your insecurities, to that little voice that tries to make you feel less than, that tries to question everything, that makes you question yourself. Put that little voice in the background. With this high strung energy, it's like, don't get bogged down in the details. Don't allow your fears and anxieties to get the best of you. Yes, they're still present, but Spirit's saying there's this energy of them kind of fading into the background. So let them fade into the background. This is not a time to try to control here. The only control that is necessary is the control over your thoughts, the control over your mind, in the sense of, remember, we're talking with this energy today, specifically that grand air trine and grand water trine. Water is emotion, intuition, the feminine energy. Air is masculine energy. It's the mind, it's the thoughts. All right. So weed out those thoughts. Be like a gardener, weeding out those negative thoughts so they don't prevent your garden from blossoming, from bearing fruit, because you're moving into a season that wants to bear a lot of, I just want to say, like, big, beautiful fruit for you. So allow your mind to be fruitful in the sense of pay attention to, with that Uranian energy, that Neptunian energy in the 8th house as well. Pay attention to, like we said, those intuitive hits, that higher wisdom coming through. But don't worry so much about like the daily stresses and anxieties. December is a crazy month as we're moving through this gateway of energy, as we're closing out major cycles here, moving through December and then the beginning, very beginning of 2026 until like February. We're still going to be somewhat in this energy of closing out, okay? To an extent, even April, because that's when Uranus moves out of Taurus fully and fully into the sign of Gemini. All right, so we're closing out, we're releasing, we're letting go. I've been telling people I'm not planning anything in the month of December. All of my plans are tentative at best because so many things are up in the air right now. So many things are rearranging. Your very reality is rearranging itself right now. So allow it to do that. Allow what is within your unconscious to be shown to you. Just look at everything with an observer's mind. Observe your reality. Observe the stresses and anxieties, but don't play into them. Just let them play like a tape in your mind and don't focus upon them. Focus on the things that you really want to create, the things you really want to cultivate, the things that really have meaning for you and connection. Spirit's saying your connections are so important right now. So focus on your relationships, focus on feeding those, focus on feeding the things that make you feel good, whether this is, your physical health, whether this is even like a beauty routine with all this Venus energy. If that makes you feel like your best self, whatever makes you feel like your best self, focus on those things and call in more of that. Show up every day as the best version of yourself that you can. And that can be hard sometimes, right? So don't put undue pressure on yourself, but just make that commitment to yourself as we move through the rest of December to show up every single day as the best version of yourself that you can, to do the things that make you feel good about yourself, that make you feel good about your reality, to feed those positive thoughts and to weed out those negative thoughts from your garden. There's a lot of romantic energy here too. So for some people, there are deep soul connections as far as love and romance goes as well, whether you're deepening the connections that you have, getting realer, getting rawer, getting more intimate, really appreciating the connections that you have, the relationship that you have, if you have one, and nurturing that. Or for some, this is like the potential to begin something new. Spirit saying, watch out for power struggles and some of that energy. Watch out for the red flags, but be open to relationships that challenge you in positive ways that help you to grow, and be willing to put yourself out there if it feels right, because there's some really powerful healing that can happen around this energy, this love, this romance energy. And there's something for somebody, I do want to say, even though I said open yourself up, with that Neptune in the 8th, like my attention for sort of this final piece is being brought back to that energy of, I think somebody is about to really learn this lesson that you've been, or this skill or whatever you want to call it, that you've been cultivating for quite some time, which is how to connect deeply with somebody without losing yourself in that person. How to have connections that amplify each of you instead of one of you fading into the background. That's going to be really big and powerful for somebody here. So red flags are people who don't respect your boundaries, but like a green flag is somebody who, through their energy and just their presence, makes you feel so safe and so comfortable that you want to let them in. So be open to those types of healing relationships. If you have any of those other types of toxic relationships, this is the time to release them. This is the time to let them go and to call in something better, because all of this energy here is really pointing to what you have coming as we move into 2026 is something better. And this needs to be your mantra, this or something better. More of what works, less of what doesn't. How much better can it get, universe? Show me how much better it can get. Show me how good it can get. And I promise you, you are going to be shown.